What is up, guys? Back with another video. We are inside the 911 992 and we are about to get some gas. We are low. We got no gas. So what's new with everybody? Man, shout out to everybody watching the channel. I am so thankful for you guys. You have no idea. If you're new to the channel and this is the first time you're seeing the videos, I have a 992 Carrera C2S. It's lowered on AL13 wheels, KW suspension, Tech Art body kit. We have Soul Performance exhaust, headers, and no cats. And I just bid on Bring a Trailer for a 993. I spent all my money, but we locked it in, and now it is in the mail, and it's about to arrive via FedEx. Priority shipping. I don't know if it's as dialed in as this 992, but from the pictures, I think it's more dialed in. My tire pressure sensor was saying that the right rear was low, 4 PSI, but it's looking the same number. Maybe the TPS sensor. I always say TPS sensor, but the S is for sensor. Maybe the TPS has failed. Who knows? Let me get out and look at it just to be safe. Sometimes you look at it and you're like, oh, it is actually low. It's hard to tell on these because there's literally no sidewall. You know what I mean? So it's really hard to tell if they are even low at all. I thought it was a nail. It looks fine. What do you guys think of this grate thing back here? I've seen them painted. Well, actually, mine's painted. Yeah, mine's painted black because they're silver usually. Let's pop it. If you guys don't know, a lot of people just haven't seen this because they don't have a 911. You pop this open, see? There's your oil, coolant, 3.0 S, baby. Look at the fans. Running. Whistling Dixie. I love the emblem, the Porsche emblem. The crest. The sacred family crest. It is nice. Oh, look, it looks a little dirty. Oh, no, you know what that is? That's wax. I got this thing ceramic coated a long time ago and paint correction, and that's what that is. You see it on the edge? Maybe that could be a thumbnail. Porsche. Porsche. Here comes my son. He doesn't want to be on the camera, but I'll show him from a distance. He's 6'3". He just deadlifted 405. My wife told me, because my wife's originally from Russia, she told me in Russia, his weight and his deadlift weight, he'd get a pro card. That's why I'm trying to get dialed in, guys. I'm his dad, and he's about to outlift me. Man, if you guys watched my last video, did you see that Ferrari that was in there? That thing was nice. I was just thinking about how cool it would be to do a 911 in those colors, and I started thinking, that color blue that he has looks a lot like the lapis blue on the 911, and there's a GT3 997 lapis blue for sale. That would be nice, right? 997 GT3 lapis blue, and get some wheels that are like gold like that, and get the decal down the side in gold. Actually, the lapis blue GT3 that's for sale, it already has the decal, but it's like yellow and white. I think it's Grand Prix Motorsports has the two lapis blue GT3s. Look it up. Supra. All right, guys, we made it back to the house. I was just showing my son 996 Carrera 4S's on Elfer Spot's Instagram. There's a greenish colored one with brown leather interior. This is super nice. I like it, but it's in Germany. It's convertible. Man, I'm taking the trash out. I don't know what it is about 911s, but I'm like addicted. I'm going to have this in here. I'm going to get the lift. We're raising the garage door up. We're going to put the 993 on top of this. And then I want to try to figure out how to get a C4S, a 996. I just like the way they look. I love the way they look from behind. I want to get a 996 C4S, but I want to make sure that the IMS bearing is changed because they have problems with those. This raccoon, dude. Look, he's knocking trash cans down. I'm telling you, he's a beast. Look, he's out here cracking roof tiles. You guys ought to see this raccoon. Look what he did to the AC unit. It's like, that was from the hurricane. But a couple of people said, what's in the other garage? A couple of people asked, what's in the other garage? And it's a gym. We have a gym in that garage, but my son's probably going to park his car in there when he gets his license. He's about to get his license. So I've got this area out here. I'm putting pavers here, but I really wouldn't want to keep like a 911 out here. You know what I mean? But if it means that's the only way I can have one, I think I can fit two. So when they do the garage door, I asked the guy to do the other side too. So this way we can get a 4-post lift in here. So we'll have 2 cars here. I have the truck over there. My son's gonna have his car in the other garage, and we have a golf cart. And then I'm selling this Volvo. So that means that if I can figure out a way to get my money up and be smart, I'm allowed to get 2 more 911s. When I say allowed, I mean like there's places I could put them. I might even ask him to take the pavers all the way back into that mulch, like further back into the mulch, and I'll hack the palm trees out a little bit. So I could probably get a car like backed all the way in there. It'd probably fit 3. But you wouldn't want to have like a 964 sitting outside prone to rust in this, especially in Florida summer and it rains all the time. You know what I mean? You probably wouldn't want to have like a 964 or something like that. Maybe a 996. It's a lower priced one. Put that out there. I'd probably end up putting the 992 and the 996 out there. And then I'll probably have the 964 and the 993 in here. I'm saying it like I already got them. That's what you got to do. You got to picture it like you already have it. And then somehow your subconscious mind figures out a way to get it. Look at this, guys. I don't know if this is considered dialed in or not. Steak with bacon and cheese on it. I don't know, would you guys eat that? Alright, so I wanted to take you guys into my bank account. Most people wouldn't do this. I want to show you guys how I don't keep anything in my checking or savings, like nothing. And I actually keep all the money in the stock account in a money market account that earns a yield. But you can see here, that's my mortgage. So in reality, my net worth is actually somewhat positive, but barely positive at all because of the debt I have on my mortgage. So my mortgage is $1.3 million. But even though the house is valued at like $3.3 million, I don't have that money. And then you can see here, these are all my other stock accounts. I don't show the other ones to you guys. I just show the one that's 1.3 million. That's my main one that I'm growing the dividend investing and I have my quantum in. The other ones are like college and Roth and some other ones I have. But the purpose of this is to show you guys how I don't keep much in my checking. I keep everything in the high yielding money market account. Alright guys, so we're inside of the stock account. But you can see all the way up at the top right hand corner here, the balance has already dropped from the time I just showed you my bank account and clicked into it. That's how quick it goes up and down. That's why I don't really count on the money on a daily. And the stock market's not really a place you should just try to make money like, you know, like putting money in and taking money out the next day, the next week, even the next year. You should think long term. So you can see my largest holdings, SCHD, and then I have the Quantum, IonQ, I have Rigetti, D-Wave, and then I have all my cash in my money market account. So I have $314,000 in my money market account. You see where it says preferred deposit down at the bottom? That's actually where I keep the cash. That's earning 3.67%. So it's going to make my income a little bit more while I'm holding the money in there. It's just that that yield does not produce a return that grows. That yield is just for today, for tomorrow. It doesn't go up. It's also taxed at ordinary income. And with them lowering rates, it's actually going to drop. If you guys are confused what I'm talking about, it's like a money market account or like a preferred account or a high yield savings account. It's where you earn a yield on your cash. And that yield is dependent really on the rates at the time. Because the banks, they need to make a spread. So the banks need to buy treasuries or securities, and they need to be able to offer you a return that's a little bit less than what they're getting. So as the government lowers their rates, the banks have to lower the rates they give you, if that makes sense. All right, so let's click into the preferred deposit account where I keep the cash. See right here, you can see where it shows the yield right there, 3.67%. That's what they're going to give me for any of the money that I put inside of this account. So it's going to increase my income for where I hold my cash. So I don't keep my cash in a checking account. I keep my cash in this account, and I use a credit card throughout the month, but I pay it off at the end of every month. So if you don't have the discipline or the income to do that, don't use a credit card. Just use a checking account with a debit card. All right, so let's go up top here, and we're going to click on accounts, and then we're going to go to estimated income so we can see what our estimated investment income is. You can see here, this is the income at the bottom. So if you look each month, you can see like January, February, those smaller numbers, that's just the money I'm getting from the cash. So that's the amount I'm getting from keeping that 300 grand in that money market account. And then the larger amounts you see like in March, that's all the yield I'm getting from SCHD in combination with the money market money, if that makes sense. Hope you guys are following along if anybody's lost. I'm just showing you how you can keep your cash in a money market account or a high yield savings account and earn on it rather than just have it sit in the checking account. Do you know what I mean? And not earn anything. At the bottom here, that's my total income for the year that I'm receiving from SCHD and from the high yield money market account, preferred account, or high yield savings, all the same thing. Because SCHD is taxed at a lower rate, I actually want to buy more SCHD. I don't want to hold all $300,000 in cash. So I'm actually going to buy $100,000 more of SCHD. I'm going to do it live right here with you guys so you can see. We're going to go to trade, and then we go up to stocks and ETFs. We have mutual funds, options, fixed income, but we're doing stocks and ETFs. That's going to take us here. We're going to click buy. Now we're going to put the symbol in. The cash available to invest says 948, but it'll let me spend money out of that money market account. SCHD, you're going to click it, make sure you select the right one. Then we're going to use this calculator that's inside here to determine how many shares we can buy for $100,000. So we're going to click this, and we're going to put in the amount, 100,000. And then we're going to update. We can buy 3,572 shares. Now we're going to save the shares. So you can see here, and we're going to click market. We're just going to buy it for the market price. See, if you guys wanted to, you could try to, for example, you could try to purchase at a lower price by setting a limit. Like you could say, I want to buy it for 20 when it hits 26. And you could say, let's make that good for the day. Or no, actually, let's do it until it, let's leave it until it's, until it triggers. But we're just doing market. We're not doing limit orders or anything like that. Just we're paying for the market price. We're going to click preview order. All right, now we can see the preview, $99,980. We're buying SCHD. It shows us the amount of shares we're buying, 3,572. Now, if we want to lock this in and spend $99,000, we're going to click submit. Okay, now it's executed. It confirmed we bought 3,572 shares of SCHD. So that's how you buy a stock or an ETF. It's that simple. So let's head out of here and let's head over to Simply Safe Dividends. Okay, now Simply Safe Dividends is really just a tool so you can measure your cash flow. It's a tool to analyze dividend paying stocks and to see your cash flow and the growth of your cash flow. So this here that you see at the top, the portfolio balance is less because it's not including the cash that we have in that money market account. So it doesn't include the difference of the cash we have in the money market account. And the yield you see here is lower than SCHD's yield because it's also averaging out all the quantum too. So let's remove all that so we can see the real yield that we get from SCHD. So there's our real yield that we get, and then you can see our yield on cost is slightly higher. That's because the price of SCHD has gone up since we've owned it. So our yield on cost is going up. That's what I was describing in a past video. I'll make a video that goes more in depth on that so you guys can kind of like wrap your head around yield on cost. But this is our growth rate. SCHD is going to grow at 11.6% annually. Well, that's its average over the past 5 years. So this is just a way you can see your cash flow and what you're going to get. But you know, we showed more cash flow on the Merrill account because it included the money, that's the cash that's earning a yield in the money market account. So you can look inside here. This is the income calendar. And look, we can look ahead, the year ahead, and we can see what months we're going to get paid by SCHD and how much we're going to get. So you can see the $24,000 in income is going to be spread across 4 payments because SCHD pays quarterly. They pay quarterly dividends. And then here is our income growth forecast. And we have it turned on that we're going to reinvest dividends. And you can see here, this is projected growth of the income if I was to contribute no more. So if I put nothing else in, this is what it would grow to. The yellow highlighted. That's granted, that's if SCHD continued to raise their dividend and a few other factors, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, now this is another tool that I like to use to screen stocks. So this is stockanalysis.com. And you can use the stock screener if you want to determine like the growth of the dividend of a company, if you want to buy single stocks. Or like, for example, Charlie Munger, one of his criteria that he loved was high return on investment capital. Or Warren Buffett, he loved return on equity. So you can actually go in here and you can add filters and you can filter through stocks based on your criteria and what you like. It's really simple to use. You just click add filter. And then once you go in here, you can search whatever it is you want. Like you can type in the word return or type in equity if you want to do return or return on investment capital. So return on capital, you can do the 5-year average. You can do the overall or the annual for that, like this year, return on capital. You can do the PE ratio. You can do the market cap. You can do anything you can think of. And then you can go in here and you can set the value. So if you want to only look for stocks that have a return on investment capital over 20%, Charlie Munger liked it to be 18% or more. And then you can see, look, you have a whole list of stocks here that fit that criteria. And you can narrow them down with the filters. I mean, you can go as nerdy with this as you want. You get what I'm saying? So, but it's something to check out. It's free. It's actually free to use, so just check it out. It's just something I wanted to share with you guys. All right, guys, I'm in the office working. This is the website. I'm just working right now doing some stuff. This is today. And I don't know if you've ever seen this. This is the live view inside of Shopify. So you can see in real time live. You can actually see active carts. So you can see here, you can see your active carts and who's checking out and how many people purchased. And then you can see live who's shopping on your site and where they're located. Wisconsin, you got people in Illinois, you've got people in Arkansas, you got somebody in, Maryland. So, and when you get a sale, you'll see a line go from your purple, from that pin, you'll see a line go and land on wherever they were, wherever they purchased. It's kind of cool. So we don't have nobody overseas, see? Pretty much all US. But subscribe to the channel, guys. I got more videos coming, more information, and more Porsches, most importantly. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.